All right. We're in.
We're back?
We're here.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're ready to play D&D.
DnD!
For session 46?
40-something.
45.
Battery low.
44?
No. I
That was
wasn't here.
before.
46
45.
now, I think.
I don't know. Whatever it is.
It's 46 today.
46.
40-something.
Okay, cool. Well, we're here and ready to play.
Well, we're here.
We're here.
Who wants to do the recap? Is anyone missing inspiration?
I used mine.
So,
Oh, wow. What if I was like me?
Yeah, I mean, you could have if you watched the session.
I didn't watch it,
you
but I
could just
also
make
have
it up.
inspiration. Oh, no, I don't, I guess.
Well, I think Liz is then. If she...
Go, Liz,
Let's
go.
hear it.
Okay, so we started at the close of the prior session with Beldar AWOL. Baz was under lock and key because he wasn't there.
To keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we convened in the conference room, and there was an orc update. They were getting closer, and they'd set fire to the shanty town. And so there was a strategy session about what we should do. But it seemed like we had some time to kill. So Gyrus decided to go looking for the Order of the Gauntlet. And boy, was he successful.
Boy, was he successful.
We went to the Chapel of Torm,
Mm-hmm.
and the priest was very confused. Didn't have any good answers, but there was a guy...
Confused about what?
When he's like, oh, show me the knights. Like, where are the knights? And maybe it was Gyrus who was confused, because the priest said no knights. There are no knights.
Mm-hmm.
But there was another guy who was there, and he was he stood up, and he stood against a wall, kind of like he'd overheard, and we learned that his name is Laniver Strail. And he is a knight of the Order of the Gauntlet. And so he took us to their headquarters, which appeared to be his mom's basement.
This is Laniver.
Oh! I'm so sad I missed this!
I described him with...
That picture was not... We did not have that picture last week.
I described him with yellow hair, but he has red hair in this picture.
I love him!
This is the best.
Also in the basement was Sabra. And Sir Beric Nylith.
Hold on.
Sir Sabra.
Here's Sir Sabra.
Sir Sabra.
I like her loot.
Ooh.
Yeah, my meaning.
Okay, go ahead.
Then Sir Beric Nylith.
Yep.
Kevin.
Kevin!
He's the treasurer. He's the treasurer.
Oh, good. That makes sense.
He would
He's
be.
the accountant.
He would be the treasurer.
And then also Darren
Edemath, yeah.
Edemath and Barrowin came a few minutes later.
Here's Darren.
Everybody was very concerned when they heard that Gyrus was saying that he was a knight, but couldn't say who had knighted him. And they had like they had knighted Sabra, and then she knighted them.
Yeah, so there was no they told you the story of the Order of the Gauntlet. Do you remember that?
Yeah, so like the Order of the Gauntlet like was destroyed in
Battle of the Ancient White Dragon.
Battle of the Ancient White Dragon.
Boy, was he successful.
And so this crew decided to like reboot the Order of the Gauntlet, and so they did so by nominating, or like they voted, and Savra was the one they decided to be the leader. And so collectively,
Her.
Sir Savra. And then their main goal is to improve
The world.
And they were hanging reflectors up in their neighborhood.
So during the previous minutes, or the minutes of the previous night, or the previous meeting, they went over the fact that they put on reflective strips on their protective vests and went out and tested them with candles.
Like the Guardian Angels, but the
Not,
Office
they're
version.
nothing like the Guardian Angels.
They're totally different than the Guardian Angels.
Broad strokes, yeah.
They're the Knights
there
of
we
the
go.
Night.
So that was lovely because Jairus got a renown, which meant that he could be initiated, and now he needs 3 renown in order to get the next level. So as he's initiated, but he's kind of
Gotta work my way
on
up.
probation.
He is currently
It's
a rank
probation.
1, which is a chevel.
Chevel.
Yes. I definitely wrote down all of the levels.
You get your little badges, we'll just hang them right here.
Yes. Oh my god. But Jairus loves this, right? Like Jairus was like so happy.
I think he was surprised.
He is surprised that the Order is not what he believed it was. He is also a bit concerned that the work that he thought that there were just knights in the world, like, doing good, and now they're not. So he's concerned about the nature of it. However, finding a hierarchy and a structure is comforting to him.
Okay.
Jairus is not arrogant, so he doesn't have the attitude of, like, I'm better than these people. He's like, oh, alright, gotta work my way up. Gotta earn the approval of these
Boy
nerds.
Scouts. They are nerds. I love that.
In a very endearing way.
Yeah.
Oh, and Jairus dropped 200 gold for them for
I
like some.
Donated.
That's how he got the second renown.
You have 2 of them? Oh, Liz just said that. I just didn't really understand what that was until this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he gets
Sorry.
to three more renown, he'll become a rank 2 Marchian, and he'll have benefits.
Oh, so you
Yes.
think he's somebody.
He'll
is
have
what-
increased.
Yeah.
He'll have increased responsibilities and just
And they don't believe that we did the things that we said we did.
Yes.
And that Jairus has done the amazing things that Jairus has done.
Well, that's rude.
Well, there was a lot of talk with no substance. Like, well, we killed the bandit leader. We had his head, but we don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Gave it to the prince.
And then there was another thing.
Like, we saved Beldar Hirsch.
Yeah.
What?
You
Come
saved
on.
Beldar Hirsch, and he was like, okay, well, have him come down here and corroborate. It's like, well, he's not that
He's kind of an asshole.
amenable.
Yeah.
And like, how convenient for you guys. And so they're just like, just show us, show some good,
Proof, essentially.
like, just, do good from now on, and each time you do good, you'll earn more renown.
Wow. Wait, so do we earn renown?
You're
You
not
are
part
not-
of the order.
You did not.
We chose not to be. We just ate
Oh.
baked goods.
Sir Jairus, or previously
And
just Jairus, was knighted by, Sir Savra,
You were?
Yeah.
We've been
Yep.
calling you Sir Jairus this whole time.
but nobody knighted him.
You thought you were
Yeah.
knighted?
It was a big deal to them that no one had officially knighted.
Well, I'm
It's
So
like in the
Jairus
Knight's,
is
it's like in a
pretty
Knight's Tale. You
sure.
need your patents of nobility or whatever. If
Yeah.
you don't have that,
So
you
we're
just
just
say
we're in
we're
the back
just saying
eating
words.
cookies.
Yeah, but Jairus is...
We're just
He's
saying
like-
words.
Like
He
you're
was
a
pretty
knight,
sure
you're a
he's
knight,
been a
you're a
knight the
knight.
whole time. He was pretty sure.
He's like, I didn't need
As
to be
he
knighted, but
becomes
it's okay.
sentient, like mid journey, like hasn't happened before that, but Sure.
This is who I
Anyway.
am.
All right, so yeah.
So then we went
you
and
dropped,
we did good.
Yeah, you dropped 200 gold, which earned him an extra renown. He dropped 200 gold, which earned him an extra renown. And then you left. You did meet Sir Laniver's mother
Yes.
You did.
because you were in her basement the whole time. Like,
What does he collect? He looks like he collects something.
Collects.
Alms for the poor.
He collects friends in his basement.
so yeah, you
That
met,
could be so scary.
Do you have
met-
a picture of the mom?
no, but her name's Phyllis. If that helps.
Of course it
It
is.
helps tremendously.
Phyllis Darren.
Phyllisette.
Phyllis?
Phyllis Strail.
Strail. Why can I not remember?
I don't know.
Strail.
And then we went to the gate because that's
You had
where,
pressing business.
The war was
Yeah.
happening.
And it was time.
Oh yeah.
Oh
And
right, a war.
There was some amount of hubbub because only about a third of the horde was now approaching. There had been infighting, and about 2/3 of them, all the non-black flags, had exited with the children. There were no children present.
I heard that
And
from the
then
castle.
we kind of just started doing good things. Like number 1, Endymion and Willow teamed up again as Vulture and Magic 1 to put out fires.
Are those your call signs or
Should be.
Vulture and Magic One?
Yeah. Vulture and Magic One coming in.
Because the orcs
go,
were
go.
trying to like set fires,
To make
just like
fires.
randomly.
Yes.
And so we were stopping that, and that was helpful. And then Willow made a wave come and took out a bunch of orcs. And then Gyrus rode out with the cavalry.
With
Whoa! On ski?
he trotted up to the cavalry who was waiting for their orders to charge, like the Rohirrim down the hill. And he gave a
Speech.
A
Fairly rousing speech.
rousing
yeah.
speech.
Wow!
with a 15 performance. I
Yeah,
think.
something like that. Yeah. It's good enough.
Wow!
And we killed some orcs.
I wrote
I heard-
again, no children! Exclamation point. And then the hill giants approached, and Endymion fireballed them so good that they
3
tried
times.
to run away.
3 fireballs.
But not the
Yeah.
ring.
Not
like
the ring.
boom, boom,
No.
boom.
Crazy.
Boom, boom,
And
boom.
in their while they were trying to run away, the orcs just killed them all.
The hill giants were so hurt after the 3
Oh.
fireballs. They're like, "F this, we're out." And the orcs were like, "No, you're not." And they're like,
Oh.
"Stabby, stabby."
Boom,
Man,
boom.
they're assholes.
Oh yes, they are.
But now
they
they're
are evil
dead.
creatures.
They are mad.
They are-
And they're cranky.
Literally, evil alignment. Yes, they are
And the
dead.
rest of them
Because
rush.
they didn't have siege weapons.
Yeah,
They didn't have
hill giants.
hill giants.
They didn't have
Um,
2/3 of their army.
Yeah, they had fervor, and so they all fought until they all died.
They had fervor, yeah, and commitment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Dedication, if you will.
Religious.
Dedication.
A religious
it's
dictate.
urban fervor.
Urban fervor.
The
They're-
verger.
Well, I mean,
Urban fervor.
if they didn't fight to the death, Vroomsh was just gonna eat them or whatever.
Something like that.
And then we
Son
went
of
back to the
God.
conference room, and that's where we were.
Oh, great.
You're headed back. Yeah, you're headed back to the. So we'll say that you kind of helped out with the forces until it was clear that it's game over, and you decided to go back to the castle. All right, mark down your inspiration. Thank you.
Yeah.
Returning to the castle, you pick up your friend Baz.
Yay! Do you guys like miss me?
Yes. Nobody
Oh.
was sneaky at
No
all.
worries.
There was no sneakiness happening.
I know. I have the sneakiest boots.
And
I heard
Beldar
we
is
did this a bunch.
Have you been
Beldar's
here the whole time?
Yeah, in the castle.
in her room
In my room.
under lock and key.
Because Beldar hates me, bro.
Oh, he doesn't hate us anymore. He respects us.
All his hate
Well,
was in
we
that
don't
one
know.
arm.
He said that one of the things that he mentioned was like, "Come talk to me after this is all done, because I have something to say to you guys."
Ah!
Sure.
I hate my anxiety.
When we we did explain
Am I funny?
what
Yes.
if you have to ask. That's the key to humor. He did ask, like, when the descriptions of the effects of what we did explain to him what we did. He did seem to approve of those things, and he was not a jerk at that point.
Gotcha.
So,
Which
perhaps
was
not,
uncharacteristic of
Yeah.
him.
He was still vulgar, but yes.
but not like toward us.
He was
Right.
You know,
very excited that, the major pieces that we did caused that much discord in their army.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right, so we're headed back. Did he tell us where to meet him?
You're with Beldar
Okay.
and Baz, and you're headed up to the situation room.
Gotcha. Wolf Blitzer.
Shake, shake.
And Prince Ulverith is there. Gotta put up a picture of him.
He handsome.
Stealing
Looks
goods.
like James Marsden. We love it. What?
Kind of gives me.
this is Baz or Shannon?
The lines are so
I
blurred. I don't know.
He reminds me of Jace from Arcane. You guys watch Arcane?
No.
Yeah, from
Oh, you should.
it's
so
really
good.
Arcane was really
so
good.
You watch
freaking
it?
good.
Even if you don't know the
Allison
legends
was
at
like,
all.
"This was amazing."
Oh,
It's very
that's
well
'cause
made.
Al told us to watch it, and then you screened it. Whoopsies. Sorry,
should.
Al.
Highly recommend. Put
It
it
is-
on
Okay.
top of your queue.
It is very
Top of
Okay,
your queue.
tippy top.
Beautiful.
Arcane.
It is a beautiful show.
It is a beautiful show. And
Okay.
Well, and the prince
Anyway.
is in it, so.
So
Yeah.
we're obviously
Jace,
interested.
Doesn't
Jace,
look
aka Prince Ulverith, is
Hubba,
there.
hubba.
Hubba.
Now, I will mention that you might have forgotten that you considered bringing the order with you,
I was gonna
maybe
Uh-oh.
at a different time.
I was gonna have them. I didn't want to bring them with initially.
Mhm.
We're gonna go and be like,
You need the shock of the 200 gold to kind of subside.
Yeah,
before
I
you,
wanted-
before
I
you
wanted
punch
to-
him in the face
I
again.
wanted
with
the
another-
invitation to come from the castle. Someone in the castle would be like, "Hey, come and talk to us. We know that you're."
Like you're gonna send a messenger from the castle to go gather them.
Essentially, but also to make sure that let's make sure their charter's in order.
Okay, well, we'll figure out what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
All right. So you're there with the prince,
Oh my god.
and he says, "Welcome."
The prince.
And first order of business is to extend the thanks from King Stiltoff, myself, and all of Esmerin for what you did to help fight the Orc Horde. Skip this. Thwarting the Orc Horde would have been much more difficult and more deadly had you not performed those massive feats. I've been informed of what you did, corroborated with the scouts who had vision of the encampment. Quite impressive what you were able to do. And I would say you've earned 2 months off of your sentence for that single act. And we'll call it another month off for your involvement in the actual battle itself. So I think you're down to 8 months. Does that sound right? I can't remember if I said 1 year or multiple years. Anyone write that? I have it written down as 1 year, but I feel like that wasn't right.
No.
Two
That was a bit
years.
weird.
2 years.
Service to the crown.
I seem to recall it.
Okay.
2 years.
So-
it's
Alright, so 1 year and 8 months left. And he says, "You know what? Just make it 1.5 years, because that was well done,
very,
well served."
very generous. Your Highness?
Yeah.
Prince? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now I know you just performed those duties. I'm sure you need some time to rest, but perhaps not. I don't really know.
We do.
You need
At least
a
one night.
Do you guys need a short rest or a long rest?
I mean, probably a long rest to replenish spell slots and stuff, right?
Wouldn't hurt.
Sure.
Okay. Very good. All right. Well, let's say return in 2 days. If you need less, then great. But we'll say we'll meet here tomorrow around this time, let's call it like 4 o'clock, to discuss your next overt mission. But your next covert mission is to rest up and go down to the poorer districts, go to the pubs and the eateries and anywhere that you deem fit, and learn about how the crown is being received. As you recall, that's your primary directive. What do the people think of how the castle was, the city was defended? How do they feel about the king himself? What your primary task is to gain knowledge of the pulse of the people, because, as a reminder, the revolution that is ongoing with the Emperors, I feel, is in direct proportion with how out of touch the crown has become. So I'd like to remedy that, if I can. So, go off and do whatever you need to do over the next day, and return back if you can. If you're not here tomorrow around this time, we can meet in 2 days, whatever you need. But no more than 2 days. I'd like to get started on the next task, but that's all. Do you have any questions for me?
If a chivalric order is attempting to be founded, who do they speak to in order to legitimize the
If a
organization?
chivalric order is trying, what would they be asking from the crown?
Well, as far as I know, nothing other than simply approval to operate within the realm.
Well, we're a free city. Clubs and groups are created without all. I mean, we don't know all that goes on in the city. There's no reason. There's no law against starting a group.
A club, if you will.
Okay.
Just like
If you're trying to get specific endorsement as an arm of the crown, like a mercenary type situation. Now, I know mercenary has a negative connotation. Hired help, hired
Irregular.
whatever.
Sort of thing, yes.
That's a different story, and we can talk about it. What did you have in mind?
Well, I have recently had my very foundation shook by the revelation that the Order of the Gauntlet no longer operates or even exists in the realm.
Order of the... Right, that was a yeah. They haven't operated since the battle of the ancient white dragon.
Yes,
I
apparently
remember
that's
the stories.
So do I. Apparently, they're a lot older than I thought they were. And there is a group of noble, if limited in skill, do-gooders in the
Not
city.
noble in the
Not noble.
monarchical sense of the word.
Yeah, not of. Well, actually, I'm not sure if they have noble lineage or not. Doesn't seem like it, but perhaps they do. I'm not sure.
Well,
They have righteous intent.
They do, and they have claimed to re-establish the order, and I just, as an initiate, I would like to make sure that it is all on the up and up, that it is, that operating in such a fashion is approved by the crown, and that there can be an understanding of cooperation.
Well, it's an interesting situation because there's no. If I'm not mistaken, the Order of the Gauntlet was a self-situated, self-sustaining group. They were not actually a member of anything regarding the crown. They would follow the law. I think the law was most important to them. Is that what the book said?
It is, yes,
And
law,
so they weren't.
justice of Torm.
They weren't an official affiliate with the crown, but they often overlapped with the
Indeed.
intentions of the crown.
Indeed.
But if the king is looking to, harbor favor with the people,
Well, I certainly am.
well, right? I mean, wouldn't it help to have an order as well known as that in league with Marcellia?
Well, it sort of depends. I don't know who these people are or what their intentions are.
Well, they would. I'm sure they'd be more than willing to have a sit down with you, or at least I could.
Might I know them?
I am unsure. They.
What are their names? What is their lead? Do they have a leader? What's their name?
Sir Savra.
I don't know of any.
She is a
Sir
young
Savra.
woman from the part of town that I described them from.
All right.
And I don't describe the others.
Why don't, if you can bring them with you tomorrow, we can put it on the docket. How about that?
That I'm sure that would be excellent. Thank you.
We'll have a
Your
chat
Highness.
and see about what they're all about, see any paperwork they might have, and we'll see what comes of it.
Okay.
Do they need a ticket or anything? Some
Letter.
letters saying they can come through the door.
If they're with you, you have
we have the.
you guys have come and gone
Yeah,
so
we're
many.
important.
Like you're known. You're known to the castle.
We are known.
And
So
you
we're
have
just like
you have
neighbors.
the sheet.
I mean, we're hard not to notice.
You are,
Like-
and you have the writ, and you're when you need to present the writ, you're so far within the castle grounds that it's not like you're like flashing around. Like
Okay.
most of the guards by now kind of know who
Like,
you are,
couple
and
days,
they've
it's
like maybe they've never met you, but they heard about you from another guard. Like you're kind of coming and going from the castle as you please. Whenever you do get stopped by some like way too
Whippersnapper.
like some supervisor who is trying to like make
Flex.
Rise the rank,
yeah. Then you show him that he's like, oh, okay, never mind.
That's alright.
Make
What
us
was your
happy.
name, by the way?
And
Sorry, who's you? What's your badge?
he runs away.
Funny you should mention the writ. Is that what we should use for our bills at all the pubs you want us to visit? Is that how we should pay?
That is a great and excellent question.
not
Like a line
an
of-
appropriate reason to bring out.
Then
The
I
writ
think we're
of the
gonna
king.
need some seed money.
Another excellent suggestion.
Not all of us have.
He looks around at the
bags
rest of you
gold.
to get an idea if like she's joking or if not.
I don't joke.
That is true. I've heard that fearbolgs do not joke.
You need some money
Oh, I do not.
for beer.
Sure, aren't you sending us on a mission to like a pub?
Business expenses.
Yeah.
I will say,
What about
one
our
of the
taxes?
best ways to get anyone to spill their guts in more ways
Just
than one,
to cut it open.
is
No.
to
Good try
Oh.
though.
buy drinks.
Gyres, take a note.
Yeah.
Spill your guts.
You come from a great battle.
Could
you
mean
buy,
a lot of
buy a
different
round of
things.
drinks. If you happened upon a great job, buy a round of drinks, and everyone at that bar will then buy themselves several drinks, and then they will either be your best friend, try to fight you, cry, or vomit, or all of the above. But it is the perfect opportunity to pick their
We're just
brains.
speaking
Take this-
from experience.
Yes.
How
Take this
much-
as your
how much-
first foray into understanding the common people.
How much money do you need?
Well,
Willow doesn't really have hardly any money, right?
Will only has 179 gold.
How much do the rest of you guys have?
2,000.
I kind of don't want to say.
You have more than that?
I should know.
I have 5,000 gold.
Okay.
I have 4,387.
Okay, somewhere in the average of 3,000 gold. You should have 3,000 gold too.
Okay.
I think we can afford to buy some drinks.
No, it's the principle of the thing.
Now
That
I
is a fair
can.
point. That is a fair
We're
point.
on business time.
All right.
How legalistic am I about like, labor, like
He like
rights?
pulls out a coin purse and he's like, so how much gold do you need
3,000.
What?
to buy beer? for tonight.
Oh, I just got it.
You
He's
have
not giving
3,000
it.
gold now.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
want you to start it into a group where you have like no gold whatsoever
Oh,
and
okay.
everybody else
Realize
has
you had
3,000.
that little gold.
That was just the DM talking.
How much is a beer?
Like a
I like it. Yeah, like 2 copper maybe.
I don't know, then like 100 gold.
How much is a taco
That is-
nowadays? $20?
Yeah.
I don't know.
50 gold?
It's a carton. It's a gallon
25
of milk.
gold?
All right,
How
here's
much could it be?
here's
I'm a really good
$10?
butter.
How much
so
is a movie nowadays? Here, go see a
let's
Star
see.
Wars.
2 copper
see a Star
is 5 beers for a silver, and that is 50 beers for a gold. 1 gold is 50 beers.
Yeah, I think like 10 gold is like plenty for what we're trying to do tonight.
All right, so he'll give you 20 gold.
All right, I'll
Perfect.
take it.
That'd be great. Because
Great bargaining.
Fucking money grippers.
We have to make up for Kelsey. She's not here. Okay.
Furbolgs
Willow-
don't have money.
Why does Willow care?
Because now I'm in a place where I need money.
Okay, you do have money. You do have 3,000 gold.
Now I do.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
I initiated it because I only had
100.
179.
Okay.
You plucked it off of the orc chieftain before he fell to his doom. You're just like 3,000 gold.
That's
Thank you.
badass as fuck.
Nice.
I mean, there was 3,000 gold that they stole, but
That's true. They did steal a bunch of gold.
That's
Anyway. All
All
right,
right,
we
so
have
he
our
gives
gold.
you
Okay.
he gives you 20 gold, and the precedent has been set that now anytime you guys have a mission, he's gonna
Give us
feel
20
like
gold.
you need more gold, I guess. So, we'll see how that conversation goes. All right, so here's your gold. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Do you have the gold? Do you want to be in charge of the gold?
Oh, you take better notes.
so we
than
want
me,
to. We were
gold.
basically seeing
Okay.
how the
Business
commoners feel about
expenses.
The
crowds.
pulse of the people.
After this resounding victory, we can do that, and then
Got a
we
good
will
handle
look
on
back. I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to
Have you had any word of any of the other cities? We know we last saw the mark of the embers off in the distance. Have you heard any? It's been. I guess we could see.
I'll
if-
get back to you on that.
I know things have been
do.
a little busy, preoccupied, so makes sense.
Well, it's not so much that. It's more like I mostly trust you all, but certain information still needs to be sort of unclassified, you know?
Mhm.
And so I just want to make sure that I'm not making mistakes by telling certain information. So.
I guess I can bring this up since we're in good company.
More
The-
gold? Or
I think we're set for now.
are you sure?
Yeah. The way Aerosmith traveled from the temple to wherever he went to,
I think you mentioned that before.
teleportation circle.
Mhm.
I believe that I could do that now.
Great.
Naturally, you need to be able to cast a spell. You need a location. So
Wait. What?
He can cast teleportation circle now.
Since when?
Since you leveled up.
since
Level 10.
Since last night
Last
when we
session.
woke up and he had more power.
I was like, bah! Yes.
That is neat!
Right now we have directions to
A lot of them!
those temples that we've gone to, but just a couple.
You're handy.
But anyways, if that is helpful to you, considering
What would be helpful is the drawings of the teleportation circles. Do you have those?
I believe we do.
Yeah.
You do.
In our bag.
May I have them?
Can
Yes.
We
We
might
can
have
borrow
to
them.
classify them first.
It's not really a question.
Oh,
It's a tell
Could we
No,
have
ask.
them back? 'Cause,
at some point.
Certainly.
That's just now that I can do it, it's kind of like, oh, I want to do it. You know what I mean? Yeah, but anyway, yeah. We have the I think you said 5. I have written down 5 sigils that were in there. I don't know if all
They
of
were
them
like
were.
on walls.
We had a rubbing.
Yeah, yeah,
We did
yeah.
rubbings and
You
stuff.
said some of them were maybe broken, but
Yeah, some of them were broken. But either way, you give him what you've got.
give them what we got.
Perfect. I'll be providing these to Artie. Artie is the King's Mage.
Is it like the letters RT? Or
Sure.
is his name like RT, short for Arthur?
Short for Arthur.
Okay.
He just goes by R.
Yeah, I don't know if his name is like,
Like R2D2.
Reginald
Thoreau.
Tinglebottom, and so he's like, I go by RT, please.
I go by K.E. Bramhall.
Yeah.
Very good.
What?
Oh, literature.
Yeah. So, okay. Sounds great. Let's go get drunk. Says the person
Get
who
other
cannot
people
drink.
drunk.
I am a great wingman.
Well, tonight we're resting, and then
Why not?
we're both.
Why not do both?
We'll see.
When has that stopped you before, Endymion?
Thank you, Prince.
You're like trying to shove your hand over my mouth, and I'm like, I don't speak through my mouth. It just emanates.
I completely was not paying attention. I was looking at chat. What?
Oh,
Perfect.
Oh, we were just like, oh, let's go get drunk. It's like, oh, I think we're gonna take a long rest and then get drunk. I'm like, why not both?
Yeah, there's not enough time. I mean, if you're going to go to the bars,
Mhm.
and then before then get to him at 4 p.m. the next day,
Sure.
so now would be the time
Yeah,
to go.
especially it's the day of the battle. This is when.
To go to the bars, not to take a long rest.
Bars first.
Bars first?
Bars first.
All right, so
Good.
Beldar is
Business
with
account. That's perfect.
Yes.
Beldar is with us.
Beldar is with you.
Have you photoshopped his picture down?
No.
Arm? Okay.
He's missing his left arm.
Do you want to come drinking with us?
I don't really have a fucking choice, do I?
Probably not. But we thought we'd be
Oh,
nice
were
and
you
ask
around?
anyway. What? Yeah.
Wait, so you're coming?
I'm tasked to keep an eye on her. That hasn't changed.
Well, I'm still fun, no matter where you're watching and keeping an eye on me. I'm
He's
more
just
fun at the bar.
pretending. He really wants to go.
I know.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
He's excited.
So, what's the plan for the old disguise? Are we just gonna go in armor to the bars?
I don't really give a shit what you do.
Well, if we are supposed to gain the pulse of the people, and we are rather conspicuous, they might not be particularly honest.
What are we wearing?
I mean, he's wearing that.
He's not going to change. He's still the city captain. He's still the King's Guard captain.
Okay.
So once again, we're faced with a situation where we have to disguise Beldar. This time I don't think we can shove him onto the sticky horse.
Although this
Just for my eyebrows first.
I have a feeling we're not going to effectively disguise
I'm not.
It seems unlikely.
3/5 of us.
I'm really not going to disguise myself. I'll just walk in ahead of you or behind you, and I'll find a spot, and I'll just keep my distance.
No one is mad about that, Beldar.
Sounds like a
But
plan.
before
Right.
we get started, did you want to tell us something?
No,
She
it's
would know.
You have something to
Appreciate
get
us.
off your chest.
Some of us has like a lot of anxiety when you're like, we need to talk, but let's talk later. And it's just really stressful. And like, we've been just spending a lot of time together, Beldar, because, and
That's
I just,
spiraling.
I'm
And I think
spiraling,
for
and the
your
longer
own
we
well-being,
go,
it would be good to tell. If only for your own
the longer
sanity.
we go without
Definitely
talking
not
about
for
it,
anybody
I feel
else's.
anxious.
Would be great.
well, we wouldn't want that, would we?
No, we really wouldn't. The more anxious I get, the more I talk, the faster I talk, and then I can't breathe, and then the stupid Endymion has to tell me to breathe.
See what we're dealing with here.
Yep.
It's like, I know all too well, and I hate it.
As you guys are walking out of the
To the
castle,
bar.
Let's
You
get
see-
to drinks and some.
you see a familiar face. You as you
Ooh,
leave
what's her face?
as you leave
Lasagna.
the situation room, you have to go down sort of like next to where the lobby was, or the sort of lounge area was, if you recall, where you met up with everybody. And she's sitting there, and she like notices you and stands up and walks over to Endymion,
Lady
Lizana.
Lasagna. Lasagna LB.
It is so close to lasagna. I was like, what is the actual name?
Yes.
Because I'm
Lasagna.
going to feel really
It's
bad
close.
if I keep calling her lasagna.
I don't feel bad. I am.
There's no Italy in this world.
She like lightly puts her hand on your shoulder and says, "Can I steal you away for just a second?"
Ew.
I pull out my sword. No theft.
It will only be just a moment.
You cannot steal people.
It'll just be a
That is
Absolutely.
trafficking.
Very touchy about slavery. Apparently.
You guys can like go to your rooms if you're gonna change or clean up or anything like that, or you can stay here and have a drink or whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna stay here and have a drink since I'm already in my regular clothes.
Okay. Willow,
I'll
you gonna-
change.
okay. Damian, you're gonna stay
I'm
here
gonna
with
ask for some shrimps.
Basil.
I mean, I suppose.
And the person who's been the server this whole time, he's, "Are you sure?"
like,
Baz is like, yes.
I'm not sure
I
we
have
have
no
many
shame.
left.
We're going to need more towels.
Okay.
um,
I mean, they had to prepare for a siege, so they must have a.
I mean,
They
The
must
real
have
thing is-
shrimps.
do they? I mean, do they have like? I don't know. I don't think Jairus would change. I don't know that he would change. I don't know that I'm
No.
wearing clothes, so
Mhm.
I suppose I'd hang out.
Yep.
If they have a nice soft cloth, I'll just go about like polishing myself after the battle.
You can ask for one, sure.
Yeah. Just, like, get
Why?
myself nice and shiny.
It just made my heart hurt picturing that. I don't know why. Just Jairus
Someone
being
else
like,
can polish me. I don't know. What, like
It's
what?
totally fine. Like with
Can you get
love,
my back?
With
So I
love.
get my back.
Just really pure. He's just
No,
like,
I just like lift up and rotate, and my back becomes my front, and then I just,
Right, of course.
Of
Yes,
course,
I
of course.
forgot about the transformer portion of yourself. She said, and so she brings you over to like a sitting area,
Yes.
and she sort of hops down into a chair. Endymion,
Endymion.
I've noticed how much time you've spent with Prince Ulfrith,
Mm-hmm.
and he's been rather preoccupied recently.
No one's patting you.
I lost my train of thought.
It happens.
So he's been rather preoccupied as of late. But you seem to have his ear. Well, your group does. Is there any chance that you could set up a private meeting with he and I? I'd very much like to speak with him intimately.
There's no harm in trying.
Well, that's all I ask.
I will certainly bring it up. Is there something I should say to him? Should I say that you want a meeting specifically? Or is this more of a...
I'll let you use your creativity.
Okay. Well, I can certainly try.
That would be lovely.
Next time we talk to the prince.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Baz is watching this out of the corner of her eye, just like,
You're very helpful, Endymion. And she like puts her hand on your cheek and says, "Much appreciated." And she walks off.
don't let that go to your head, Endymion. Don't let it. Her name is Lasagna.
She's got layers. You have to get to know.
Do you guys remember what she was all about the first time you guys met her?
I have written down, why did Warforged stop working? Next to like
Great notes.
Lady Lasagna LB dash, why did Warforged stop working? That's what I
Hang
have.
on, I have
She
something.
wanted to buy Jairus originally, correct?
I think so.
She was in Unmut, right?
Hmm.
Yes.
She was...
She's the copperman to the king, the treasure.
Right. Benjamin.
She... Sorry, I'm looking at her out.
That is as much as I have written
Well, it's something
down.
to keep in mind.
Because
if you recall.
there was the old guy, the
Mhm.
leader.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
I don't remember exactly what her angle was with him. Because that was like week 3. That was a long time.
Week 6.
Week
Yeah.
It was week 6?
Or maybe
Or
less
Lyris
than that.
Leontis?
Lord Lyris.
Come on. Okay, here I am then. Lord Lyris Leontis and Lasagna. She's the treasurer of Untmont,
Mm-hmm.
and she told us she offers us 4,000 gold for Jairus. Says he tells
That would have been a steal.
At the time, I was like,
I know.
We say we def can't sell him because he's sentient now.
Not
Good
about to become a
notes.
slaver.
Good note taking.
We def can't sell him.
Sorry, Jairus. She owns you now. Bye.
Later fucking days.
Hope this
Hope we
doesn't
have
come
a
up
good life.
later.
You had to learn about the world sometime.
Is that all you have for her?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I like. She wants to figure out. That's what I have.
and that she's
Okay.
the
The
money.
Copperman.
Okay.
I don't trust her.
The Copperman.
No, I don't either. Look
Was
at her
she
sly.
being shady with that old lord, or was she? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
I know your wisdom probably isn't great, but you can make like an insight check.
A history. Make an intelligence check because intelligence goes along with memory. Whoever has the highest intelligence of the three of you.
It's not
good at-
all suck.
I have
have
a plus
a-
1 to wisdom.
You were not there.
Yeah,
I have a
I'm
minus one.
I have a +0.
I've got a plus 0 of intelligence.
Rolls
Okay.
off.
We're all very dumb.
All right. I'll have one of you roll. Either one. Doesn't matter.
Please.
I will roll. Come on, buddy. Ooh, 13.
Okay. You recall seeing her canoodling with some unsavory characters in some
That
alleyways
was the alleyway. Okay.
during the aftermath of the tsunami.
Right.
And if I'm not mistaken, you spoke to those guys in the alleyway, and it seemed like kind of a black markety kind of a situation.
But she's not an ember. She doesn't have a flame, right?
Right. So that's what you kind of recall. You just saw her speaking to some unsavory characters in an alleyway during a time of rather unfortunate situation. So that's all. Okay.
Yes,
So you return over to your compatriots and you gather Willow, and you head out.
I only have approximately a half dozen shrimp.
We should probably keep it under contact.
I mean, we're going to be drinking a lot.
I'm just letting you know.
You think that either the Skinny Bone or the Swift Salt would be the best places to go.
Skinny bone. No, that's
Yep. You already said it.
okay.
Where are we going? Getting down on that skinny bone. Let's go to Bone Town.
Let's at first go somewhere just on the way. Let's maybe exchange, gold for some silvers.
Oh, that's smart.
Just toss
So that we look like common folk.
That is going to be difficult for me to do.
Yeah,
Common
you're not wrong.
forged.
Well, if I pretend to be an operable warforged from before, that would mean one of you owns me, which would mean you are not one of the common folk. And if I am me, I am noticeably not one of the common folk. I am happy to accompany you. I am afraid that I would be unlikely to be helpful in the sort of conversations that you are going to have. So I will be happy to play merry tunes and sit idly.
Buy drinks.
This is also a situation where it would not be the worst case scenario if you wanted to split the party.
I might go check in with the order and because
You do that. You could also speak to the people in the shanty towns.
That's
You
true.
could speak to.
well, maybe I'll go check in on the poor.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like something Jairus would do.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know the city and probably the shadier bars for sure.
Like the skinny bone.
The Skinny Bone is definitely the shadier side of things.
These ones look
Huh?
okay. Did these ones look okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I should probably go to the bars with everyone.
Mhm.
Just,
Jairus is fine going by himself. Like, I don't think it's.
unless anybody
For
else is.
now. Just kidding.
I mean, earlier today I carved my way through a swath of orcs, so I think I can handle some poor people.
Oh yeah.
I-
Spoke as like a true man at Torm.
Well, I'm just saying, according to
I am the law.
I took no damage in those battles according to my hit points. So anyway, I'm just
We'll say you did.
Probably
but
did,
it's,
Mac.
you're
sure,
fine.
sure, yeah. You guys, you do your thing. You go charm it up.
Okay.
All right, so the three of you will be at the Skinny Bone.
Yeah.
All right. Plus Beldar Hirsch.
Just bone it down.
He's in party mode.
Beldar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beldar walks behind you as you guys go by a few yards. And
That's makes it grateful.
you as you're walking through the city, a couple guards, or actually these are soldiers, not so much like guards, but a couple soldiers cheer as you guys walk by. One of them says that he was part of the cavalry, and he thought your speech was amazing. As you continue walking, another person, says that he was on the wall, and your fireballs were like nothing he's ever seen before.
They were on fire. They were lit.
They're like,
So hot right now.
you guys did great. I don't know who you two are though. You guys did great.
Misogyny.
You were a giant. You
Alive and well.
were a giant bird, and you weren't
If you
there.
turn into a vulture, they'll recognize
I was
you.
there, but
Wait, hold on. I get
Yeah, you can like polymorph her. Like, oh yeah.
But a couple people, like cheer you on and pat you on the back, and as you kind of go, like some other people kind of like follow you and like are sort of cheering and jovial after the success of the thing. As you get closer to the poorer district, they start to bleed off and are like, as far as I'll go. But then you get a new crowd because there's lots of guards in here. The guards that you guys were associating with just now were like more like supervisors and the higher ups. But now you've got a bunch of people that are like already kind of sloshy and like throwing their arm around your shoulders, like, you guys were amazing.
Infantry type.
That was absolutely incredible. Where are you guys going? I want to buy you a drink.
Good thing we asked for gold. Well, I'm headed to the shanties.
All right, wait, you're all going?
No,
Shanties?
I cannot drink. So I will not go to a bar.
You're not allowed to?
It just kind of goes in and out.
That's the same here.
Watch! Watch!
Yeah.
We pour something down.
Water.
Just like
it goes.
It splatters all over everybody.
Yeah. I hope you enjoy it. You have earned it.
Alright, well, can I buy you a drink then?
Absolutely.
Buy him
Right.
two. Give him mine.
Where you headed, you said?
We're heading to the
Skinny bone.
Skinny Bones.
Skinny Bone, alright. Oh, ooh, alright. Yeah, I can buy a drink, eh?
Yeah.
And so there's like 10, 15 people kind of following along with you guys, and you come to the Skinny Bone, and it's pretty full. It's rowdy. It's not standing room only, but it's all of the booths are taken, and people are there celebrating the victory. You can hear people sort of playing music in the streets as you walk. You see kids with beers, and like it's just like high times down here.
Yeah.
You've got soldiers who are like, I thought I was gonna be dead, and I thought you were gonna get dead too. So here's a beer, kid. Like have a
You
beer.
earned it.
Or they stole them. Anywho,
Yeah, I mean,
you get to the Skinny Bone, and lots of people who are still in military garb like cheer, and the group that you're with say, like, they talk about your achievements. You feel maybe them in on what you did during the battle.
Yes.
And a lot of them are like, turn into a bird.
do it.
Do it.
Free bird.
Do a flip.
Do it.
And but they're all sort of cheering you on, and they're like, hooray, my company, hooray, my company. It's getting like kind of sloshy as you go.
I mean, I don't know. Put our name in sparkles.
Yay, I love this.
Do magic, turn into a bird.
I mean, I couldn't. The flame hands.
No one can hold a candle. Everyone,
Fireball. Oh,
everyone's
Runs like up the wall and jumps off. It's like I wasn't there, but
yeah, if you do,
But
I
like,
feel
you-
too. Look what I
you
do.
do sparks, and the bartender's like, no. This place is soaked in booze.
No, it's a bit. It's.
All right, we'll just keep it inside you.
I'm good at lighting it. She's good at putting it out. So
Keep the sparks inside your body.
We're a team.
We're a team.
And so people are like asking to buy you guys drinks.
Yeah.
You let them buy drinks, or do you want to buy them drinks?
Tit for tat.
Yeah, we'll get the first round, homies.
So you say like first round's on you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna stand up on a chair.
Okay.
Be like, you know what? Those orcs came. And what did they get?
Dead.
They got a mouthful of steel, baby, and fire and brimstone. So what are we gonna fill our mouths with?
Beer.
Beer. Around.
Everyone's like, what?
What is
What did he say?
steel?
All right. So any kind of charisma checks that you're gonna do have advantage for while you're here.
All right.
Do all of them.
Saints win.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, what are you gonna do? You have a lot of people sort of like cheering on. There's like a lot of
Baz wants
a lot of
to.
happiness. The bar like brings you guys free pretzels and sausages.
Soft or crunchy pretzels?
Soft.
Soft.
was getting ready to
with
panic.
the beer cheese dip.
Ooh, real
God, I
deal.
could eat that right now.
Yeah.
I'm not even hungry.
Yeah.
Can eat that right now. Baz gets into a drinking contest with one of the soldiers.
Okay.
And then they're going beer for beer, and she's like, "It's one more. It's gonna be fine."
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh. Oh, 20.
Okay.
Dang.
You're able to keep going. You're just feeling a little tipsy right now.
Yeah.
You've only been there for a short amount of time. You've only had a couple beers.
She's getting rowdy.
All right.
Baz is
Getting-
As
She's rowdy.
as time goes on, the people kind of like they're you still have people coming up and like shaking your hands and like, wow, I can't believe you guys what you did. And but over time it kind of like settles down, and the people it's still loud in there like any filled bar would be, especially as time goes on. But you're no longer like the center of everyone's attention, let's just say.
There's like good little clicks. And
Yeah,
things going
exactly.
on.
People are there having fun with their friends and family.
All right.
Okay.
You feeling good? You need me to sober you up? You're gonna be good.
Are you two drinking as well?
What would you
Make some
do to
Constitution
sober
saving
me
throws.
up?
Oh boy.
You had a 20 on your saving throw. You were not drunk yet.
You're,
No.
you're feeling good.
Just so you know.
You're good.
Oh, okay, I'm good.
15.
In fact, another person asks to do a drinking contest.
Yeah, you love this.
15.
19.
Okay, you guys are doing great.
I am sneaky.
You're drinking the beer, the round of beers that you paid for. You're drinking a couple beers that other people are paying for. We'll say that each competition that you do is just one beer. Whoever can drink it the fastest.
Okay.
What did you roll?
A 20.
Uh,
Well,
Again, another one.
Oh, another one.
Another one.
Another one. It's 12.
Also 12. Let's do again. We'll do two beers. You finish at the same time. It's too close to tell.
14.
3.
Woo!
That's two.
Oh, dang, dude.
The foam
Didn't turn the boot.
Yeah, you didn't.
Like,
It's the bubble.
No, bubble!
I do that every time. That's why I hate the boots. Boot. I never remember.
All right, so you have 2 victories under your belt. Are you going to be like, who's next? Or are you going to be like,
Yeah,
"Ah,
I'm gonna be
good."
like, who's next?
Okay. While she's doing this, do you have any agenda?
Are there any board games?
There's Shuffleboard. Shuffleboard's a very popular game in the city.
I'll play shuffleboard.
Okay.
That sounds fun.
You walk over and the puck is like this small compared to your giant hands, and make a sleight of hand check against. Is there any like particular type of person you're trying to play with, or?
Anybody.
Okay.
Oh my god, wait, I'm proficient in sleight of hand.
18.
8. All right, so you win that first game, and someone's like, "Can I play too?"
Yeah.
Do you want to put some money down on it?
Yeah, put some money down on it. I'm just channeling Kelsey. Put some money down on it.
How about I put down money and you put down information? If I win, you give me some info.
Okay.
If you win, I give you some money.
What kind of information?
Like, what do people think about? you know, the king and stuff.
I mean, that's a good deal. Sure, I'll play that game.
Yeah.
Let's do another sleight of hand check.
I'll trade gold for words.
11.
13.
Absolutely.
It's like, okay, so what? So what do you want to? So somebody else asks, like, can I play with you? Can I play with you? Like right after you finish that game.
Yeah, in a
Hang
second.
on. We have to... I mean, the buy-in is you also have to answer this question.
Okay.
Like, what do you think about, like, the king and everything that's been going on?
Wait, are we playing or we're not playing?
What? Talk, you talk, and then play, you play.
Okay. So what do you think of the king?
Yeah.
We like him. You're talking to a soldier and a commoner.
Okay.
The commoner says, "Yeah, we like him. He was down here like handing out food."
The king was...
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was down here in the shanty towns handing out food to people, which we thought was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's like pretty cool.
Yeah. Sounds
And
pretty cool.
he was down here a lot actually after the waves. He was like, I think a buddy of mine said that he even was like talking to him, and he said like, "Hey, how are you? What can I do for you?" And he's like, he was so starstruck he didn't say anything, so he was just confused.
Oh.
And then he got a loaf of bread or something, but he said he
whole
got
loaf.
it. Yeah, for free though.
Free. Wow.
And then the king kept going and stuff, but he had an interaction with him. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the guard's like, yeah, we I mean, I like the guy. He seems to be pretty good at what he does. Things were going pretty smoothly. Well, kind of, mostly smoothly. If you're in the cities, it's smooth. But I have a cousin who's got a farm north of here, and he was saying how like the guards were not really running on the street on the roads as much. He was talking about how like the tolls kept going up. So maybe some of that is his fault, and maybe not. Maybe the tolls part, or maybe not. I mean, there could be just some like corrupt people at the tollways that were just,
That's true.
that kind of thing. But still, it's under his purview, right? Like he's still the guy in charge. So it's like a mixed bag for me.
Okay. Like he really seems to take care of like what's in the city, but the farther you go, like the harder it is.
Seems like, but that's just me.
That's
That's
you.
just what.
And
That's
your
just
cousin.
what yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's play.
Okay. Another sliding in check.
5.
7. So how much gold did you put down that you just lost?
Well, it wasn't gold because we exchanged it for silver.
How much money did you put down?
1 gold total.
So 10 silver.
Okay.
Yes.
Sure. That's gone. And
Yeah,
he's
take another
very,
business.
very excited. It's like $100 that you just won.
He didn't die today, and he won $100.
Yeah.
Was he the commoner? Or the guard?
The commoner.
Okay.
Commoner.
Don't drink it all.
Still
in one
didn't die
place.
today.
Yeah. Either like if we hadn't won, maybe he probably still would have died.
All right. Is there something you wanted to do during this time in the bar?
Yeah, I want to find kind of like a group of probably more
Of
commoners.
young women. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know. I've kind of known the
We
shadier
don't
parts,
like
so
it.
I can probably sidle up to people that look less like they work for the city and more of the common folk.
Okay.
If I would be able to,
Some more scruffian type.
maybe, yeah.
Okay.
Just slide in.
They look over at you, squinted eyes and all. Yeah. What's up?
What you drinking?
Beer.
Just seems like everyone's celebrating, so
Yeah, we are too.
Yeah.
Times are good for us. The other guys like cheers him.
I know, right? With all this hubbub going around, all eyes
Yeah.
on the walls.
Could say that.
It's been good times. I haven't been to Arstelia in a while. It's usually, a lot of eyes looking, and must be good.
Not lately. Times are pretty good for us.
I mean, haven't been back since the 3 waves really hit. I mean, how's it been? The guards just all uppity about it, or are they?
The waves? That's done and dusted. But he looks over at his buddy. He's like, we could say that, let's just say the little spread thin. They got more area to cover with the shantytown and all.
No, makes sense.
And with the war and everything. So.
But I mean, it seems like they took care of the orcs fairly well, right? I mean, you hear what's been going on at the other cities with the rebellions? It's been wild.
I mean, the only rebellion I heard of was at Avosy.
Was that it? I thought it was. I heard a little bit of something going on at England with some embers, but
Oh yeah?
I don't know. I know they're on the lookout for him, so that's where I try to stay clear of that.
Well, yeah, they're not like they're not favored by the crown. That's for sure.
Huh?
I got an aunt over in Unmont Village. I don't know what she's up to. Haven't seen her in a long time.
Well, just I don't know about the embers. You know, seems a little too good to be true. Who just gives you magic?
Well, I'm not really sure if that's even true. They get magic powers? I don't know about that.
You just give somebody magic powers?
Is that something people can do? I never know that. I thought it was like the gods and those kind of people.
Otherwise, every man out here would just be given powers to their pricks, right?
Sure.
Fireball!
Well, I don't know. The embers are another distraction, let's just say, which we always appreciate.
The eyes off the back door.
What line of business are you in?
Oh, before I was mostly just, transport, getting stuff in and out. But
Sure seems like you're crownsman now.
I mean, I'll take off the glove and show I don't have a right hand. And, well, caught one or two times. I've decided, maybe keeping an eye from the inside and keep things a little.
He leans back.
Easier.
Why is everybody buying your drinks?
I'm trying to see about playing both sides. I'm a little worried about these embers.
Can I get a deception check?
Mm-hmm. 20.
Okay. Is that so? Both sides, huh?
I mean,
Smart.
the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? So it's one of those. If they're not looking at me for that.
How's Bildar Hirsch be incorporated in that? You walked in with him.
I don't know.
And his buddy was like, he didn't walk in with him. He was like a little after him. Yeah, sure.
He's more after the embers than anybody else. We're just trying to see where that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Orcs are on the outside. I feel like the embers are all over. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know nothing about the embers.
Yeah, well, just one of those. Something to drink to.
Music immediately stops. And everyone looks over it.
Who's drinking? So, close-up magic? Sparkles?
Is there something we can do for you?
I just feel a little nostalgic, right? Just want to catch up with some folks that aren't wearing armor. You know what I mean? Get stuffy.
Yeah, sure.
As soon as I can lose these assholes, maybe I can go to some proper runs.
I know.
Do you remember the name of your contact inside the walls?
I don't know if we actually set a name of the contact.
Yes, Mayviel.
Maybe. Yeah, that was it.
Good old search. Mayville was always your contact to get jobs. Like a year ago, she's like incorporated into the Thieves Guild, and she like will contract out workers to do certain things, and you were one of those people.
Gotcha.
Okay. The Thieves have a guild. We love it.
Would I feel comfortable enough saying the name to them to just be like, we're
if you like
chill,
whisper it.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by people, so.
Does she have a code name?
Unless you know thieves can't. It's not going to happen.
I believe I do, because I only have the criminal background. I think that's for rogues only, right? So
I'm not sure.
I mean, I could maybe lean in and just, probably going to reach out to maybe at some point here, but,
Oh, yeah? I've gotten some word for her.
Huh?
She's a good gal. She does right.
Hasn't been too bad, but the waves really screwed up my last job.
Well.
I was on a ship when it happened.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Damn near almost drowned.
But you didn't.
Still here?
Cheers to that.
Hey.
All right. Maybe it was. She's doing good right now.
Yeah. I bet she's making a killing.
She is. You have to look her up.
You'll have to.
I'm sure she's got some work that you could probably do.
Well, all the drinking about, maybe I can slip away from old Sure Shiny over there.
He's in the shanty town. Or are you talking about Beldar?
Beldar.
But I am.
No.
You are
I don't call
so
you Sir Shiny. I call Beldar Sir Shiny.
You're polished up to the nines. You're polished as fuck.
All right. Was there something specific you wanted to chat with him about?
I mean, it was just kind of getting that pulse of just how the criminal danger side of it seemed things.
Yeah, they seem to be making hay while the sun is not shining.
Mm-hmm. But they seem mostly neutral about the embers, and there's like whatever.
Yeah, correct.
Opportunistic.
No, that's good information.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, and so that leaves you, Sir Shiny, in the shanty towns. A lot of people in a really bad way. A lot of people who are sick and hungry and in need of help.
Is there anybody else doing work?
The Lord's work.
Yeah. Are there clerics? Are there philanthropic groups?
There is a bread line that the king has set up, and they are being fed.
Okay.
You can hear from time, like maybe not so much today because it's sort of like a day of celebration. Mm-hmm. But if you were to travel through the shantytown at a different time, you could hear construction being done to create, makeshift homes that are more
permanent than
more appropriate than just a tent, like a shanty tent.
Okay.
And so work is being done.
Okay. Does the bread line look like they could use help? Like an extra pair of hands to
I think
step out,
no, it's been enough days since the calamity that they've got a pretty good system going.
Okay.
And the number of refugees has been dwindling every single day as time has progressed and people have sort of like gone back to their homes to rebuild.
Yeah.
There's still quite a lot of people here because they don't have any like other family or money or
anywhere to go.
Yeah, they have nowhere to go. And their small huts or villages, their little homes were totally destroyed and they have no means of fixing that. But yeah, there's growth in the area to try and build more established housing for these people, paid for by the crown. They're being fed.
Okay. The work that's being done, is it being done by the people who live there, or is it by, like, city folk coming out to build?
A mix of the town guard and people who have been sort of conscripted from the town itself.
Okay.
Maybe from and lots of church people, clergy, I guess.
Okay.
From various gods are there helping out. With fresh clothes. They even have services to like wash people's clothes, wash their hair, cut their hair, all that stuff. So
I'm a good barber.
Yeah.
I can groom.
You are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
A lot of scruffy looking people.
yeah, I think you.
Shiny Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. Edward teeth.
Edward's teeth.
Yeah, so I guess I would just kind of like
That's how
look
you
for
eat.
where I could be useful, if that means helping to build something or.
There is a. Do you have a pretty good medicine check, don't you?
No.
Oh.
I have a -1.
Never mind. For some reason, I thought you did. Well, what skills would you like to try and utilize?
Athletics would be the best. Animal handling.
You do a show of leaps and bounds and entertain the kids for
if
hours.
I can use athletics
They-
to,
Parents are
strength.
relieved.
If I can just like move stuff,
Their
build
parents
like
are relieved.
hammers.
Sure.
stuff,
I mean, yeah,
pick
you can
stuff up.
you can help with the building portion.
That's kind of what I think it would be. Otherwise, I mean, I do have a +5 to performance. I could entertain the kids.
It's totally up to you.
While lifting giant logs to
mhm.
the builders.
I'm walking down the staircase
I mean,
with this piece of wood.
I think it'd help build and just make conversation as we're working.
Sure. All right. So you go to where the building is occurring. The sound draws you in, and people are building sort of longhouses and beds inside them, and trying to create beds. People shuffling water here and there as much as possible. They're building an extension to the aqueduct to try and bring fresh water flowing through the area so that they don't have to do it by hand. So yeah, so you talk to the fellow builders.
Yeah.
And do you have any particular questions you want to ask them?
Oh, just with this work continuing and the recent invasion, for those who are here and appearing to be permanent, how are you feeling about your situation currently?
Some of them say that they're grateful that they're being taken care of, that they feel like they matter and that the crown does care. They don't have to be building these things. What are they going to do, right? Others are resentful at the gods for letting this happen to them. So it's a mixed bag, but when it comes to the king and the crown, the waves were such an act of God from their perspective that they don't really lay blame to the crown so much, and so they've kind of, the people who are here have kind of forgotten, or they don't know about any kind of disparity between the elites and the poor, because they are coming from towns,
right?
They're coming from areas where maybe they were flourishing. Maybe they have their gripes with taxes, things like that. But those were so small. They would love to be paying taxes right now compared to what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
So a lot of them feel grateful to the crown. A lot of them are feeling just depressed and resentful to the gods.
Okay. And among those who are town guard or like regular residents of the city who are out here helping, what is, how do I word this? The work that's being done out here to make more permanent residence for refugees and people seeking help when they have nowhere else to go. How is that? Is that a good use of essentially taxpayer money. Is this worthwhile in your opinion?
Yeah, the people of the churches say that they would have been doing this anyway, so it's great to have the backing of the finances as well as the manpower, because there's no way they could have done it by themselves. The town guard is kind of like, I don't know, we're just here to make sure nobody, we're just the town police, you know, we don't give a shit what you guys decide to do. Some of the town guard have personal opinions on what should and shouldn't be done, but I think everybody agrees that with the building of these more permanent structures, especially with the winter essentially here, and you see the kids and their situations, it's horrible. And so they're glad to be here to try and like maintain order, so that they try to make sure that nobody gets taken advantage of. Then you get some people who are just totally apathetic completely.
Okay.
And like sort of like a better them than me.
Yeah. Back to the refugees. I don't know how to be super subtle about it, but I like.
It's okay.
If you could find, like, if you knew,
if you knew that it was the king's decisions.
That's not what I'm going to say. Like, if you like.
What if it wasn't a natural disaster?
If you knew who caused it, like if the person who caused it was in front of you today, what would you say? What would you do? That kind of thing. Like, obviously, I know they're going to be like, well, it sucks and you should have done. Like, it's not going to be a positive thing. Like, oh yeah, we forgive you, right?
Sure.
But like,
some of them, rely on their faith to be like, our lives are sort of out of our control anyway. The gods make their decisions, and we hope that it's best for us. Some are like, I'd murder them. I would absolutely kill them for what they've done to me and my family. So it's a mixed bag. But most of them are just like, this was outside anyone's control. So it's kind of, if it was a person, some of them would be like, yeah, they would take retribution and destroy them as quickly and as painfully as possible. But they also are like, it's not really helpful.
Okay.
I wonder how Jairus is going to deal with that dichotomy of them thinking that it's an act of environment or gods or things like that outside their control, when it turns out it was people's decisions that did it.
Right.
Something for you to struggle with. Back to the bars. Anything else that you guys want to do as you go along, drinking and eating and partying and celebrating the success of the defense of the city?
I'm probably going to continue to drink, so...
Sure.
Same, yeah.
Okay. Maybe the three of you were like, all right, I feel like I got an idea of whether this is
A good pulse check.
That's probably enough.
Jairus, take a note.
Where is Jairus? I have so many notes for him to take.
Jairus! and
Just some guy
Damien's like,
calling Jairus.
oh my god.
She's like, I'm not Jairus. Tonight you're Jairus. Give me gold. I'm Jairus. What do you want me to write? Just writing it on his arms.
Do you guys want to sort of just drink together as a group? Okay.
I do.
Yeah, we'll do that for a little bit.
Sorry.
You're trying to get my attention.
Let's go
No,
up.
that was real life.
Let's go up
Of
to
throats.
That's real life.
That was
wherever
very much like,
Baldar is.
I
Kyle.
was listening to you.
I'm like, what?
Shannon, what is it?
What? I don't know.
No, nothing. She's like,
Oh,
my
yeah,
feet.
that's
Just
just
Let's go up and drink together.
Yeah.
Next to Beldar.
And speak loud enough that he can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
I've had too many beers to care. If
You find your
Beldar
way.
is
You
there.
find your way over to where Beldar is sitting, with some bar food and snacks in tow, as well as beers. He's sitting there with a beer. by himself.
And we drink next to him, but not with him.
Mm-hmm.
What is the plan?
Okay. You are currently doing that.
as I drink my
He
beer.
just feels left out.
Yeah, we love making Beldar.
And now he has to make a choice. Does he really not want to be with us? Or does he actually want to be our
Make
friend
an
now?
insight check.
You're good at those.
She
Am
is.
I don't need to roll.
I believe
to
so.
know that he doesn't want us around.
13.
You get the sense that he feels like your mission would have been skewed if he was associating with you. And that maybe he's said that he would come in after you guys so that you could sort of like disassociate with him so that you could get, because he knows how he's interpreted by the people. He's not, he knows.
You know, they have the correct perception of him.
Yeah. And so
He does himself no favors.
No,
maybe
he really doesn't.
that's what you think of in your mind
Okay.
as you are guys are jovial next to Beldar drinking
Next
his
to
beer.
him, but not with him.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love making Beldar feel left out. It's just the best feeling.
He does not feel that.
He does.
In my
He wants you to
fantasy,
go away.
in
Oh.
Baz's fantasy, he feels super left out.
And that's great. I'm putting myself in Beldar's shoes, and I'm like, I just want.
But that's because you still have your arm. You have both of your arms, and all of his animosity was in one.
In
He
one
could just
arm.
disconnect one and see what it
Sure,
feels
sure,
like.
it's gonna be-
If he was there.
Yeah.
Shink.
Not true.
But I think
Yeah,
he's
it feels
speaking his
the
same.
current
It feels
mind.
the other way.
Riz.
All right. So your plan was just to make him feel
We love it.
Just
Not
like
to make him. No.
mean
So
girl.
it's
to
not
bully.
like a
You want to
mean-
bully and exclude.
I really
you want
want.
to bully
Yeah.
the disabled guy. Way to go.
I want the
Hey.
nuance to be there. That it's that. It's not
Doesn't
that I'm
mean you can't
trying to
bully.
make him feel bad. It's so that. It's to make him more aware of how much he's about to love us and be friends with us.
Okay.
I don't think he
You're
You're
gets
trying to
it.
rom-com him?
Yes, it's gonna work.
Like,
It's gonna work.
trying to understand.
She's like buying him.
No,
a
like
Don't-
there's
bouquet
the
of
grumpy
Don't
guy
try.
who's like,
Don't
I don't
try.
love anybody. I'm not friends. I don't need friends.
This is
I
a
do
as
my
good as
job.
it gets situation.
Was it a
And
really
then-
Gran Torino?
But then he
Trying to
sees
see
what
that
true
one.
friendship is.
You
Okay.
really cut off my hand, right?
Yeah, we don't like him. Well, I don't.
Redemption. Redemption arcs.
Okay.
That's true. Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay.
You've shown great mercy already.
Narrative symmetry.
All right. So you're sort of like sharing stories about how much you appreciate and care for your brethren,
Yeah.
and to be like, this is what a good relationship looks like. This is what friendship looks like.
Yes.
And, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Do we go to one more bar and try?
Everybody make Constitution saving throws.
Yep.
Again, and we'll
think it's
see.
time.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
6.
Okay.
5.
Constitution?
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
15.
no.
Okay. You're feeling okay.
Yep.
Your friends are not.
We're drunk.
They are
Sloppy.
like, you've been at a bar where the people around you got way drunker, way faster. I think everybody's been there. It's
Okay.
like, oh, we need to go.
Yeah.
We need
We're okay.
This is the night we're out of game. We're out of game. We're
And
out
the
of
bartender was like, here's some free cheesy fries for you guys. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, we can't go now.
game. Out of game. This is the night we were at Scruffy Murphy's for St. Patrick's Day, and then I locked myself in the bathroom.
Yes.
And then the bouncer had to be like, "You have to go get your girl out of the bathroom."
Yes.
That's what's happening
This is
right
the
now.
situation.
Except for in this scenario, I get cheesy fries.
And then you lock yourself in the bathroom
Mm.
with the cheesy fries.
With the cheesy fries.
I mean, makes sense.
That definitely didn't happen in real life.
No.
That wouldn't have never
I mean, we
happened.
have that
Totally.
intimate details of this thing
Very
happening.
specific.
Okay. Maybe we should.
Do you just choose fry?
A what?
You just choose fry?
Sure.
There's also fried pickles.
They have friggles!
Love fried
Wow.
They have
I mean,
friggles. You want one? We
it-
should get an order of friggles.
They're
in a
next
world.
to next to a bakery, so they've got lots of garlic knots.
Mm. How do they compare
Kyle, what are you
to
doing to me?
Phyllis's food?
Well, you've had cookies and
Cookies.
lemonade from her.
Yeah.
So those are sweets compared to
So it's
savories,
tricky to
clearly.
compare.
It is
Little
tricky.
apples and oranges.
Yeah.
Why don't you decide how your drunkenness is like? You love this stuff, but do you love Phyllis and her vibe and her cookies so much? Because your brain is a little skewed right now. It's like, these are great and all, but can we talk about Phyllis and her cookies?
Oh, yeah, we
Let's
can talk
talk
about
about
Phyllis.
Okay, legit though, those.
Let's go get a cookie from Phyllis.
Okay, I don't know what Phyllis is, but
We're gonna
I
go to the
love
Order of the
cookies.
Gauntlet.
What time of night is it?
It's late. We'll say it's like 10.
That's no late.
Phyllis might be
Making
She's
bread
night
for
owl.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
She's a baker.
Oh, right,
They
but-
start early.
They
You
start,
start
early,
early.
so she might already be sleeping.
Yeah, but
So
what
how
if
about-
she's working on her sourdough starter?
She might be working on it, and that's the thing is, why talk to her when she's starting the sourdough, but what's going to her when she finishes the sourdough?
Okay,
so you
that's
can
good
eat
advice.
The sourdough.
Okay.
Make an insight check with disadvantage, since you're drunk.
That's good advice. Okay.
22.
With disadvantage.
The first one's 23.
A moment of clarity happens, and you care about Phyllis so much that you do not want to wake her, and you want her to have a good day tomorrow in her baking, and you do know that she's probably got to wake up so early.
So we'll
that you're
camp
like-
out in front of their house.
That is dedication to a whole new level.
But also, it's
I love it. I
chilly.
love the gusto. I love the grit.
No, it's chilly outside. I don't want to go home.
I don't
Exactly.
want to walk anymore.
I don't want to walk anywhere. Use teleportation circle.
That's not exactly how it
Yeah,
works.
it's fine. Do it.
We're in a place. That's a
It's like
place.
scratch a circle on
Yeah.
the floor. You're like, there.
Hey, dude. Here it is.
I
You're
don't take a
transported to
long
the Wind
rest.
Temple.
I'll take a long rest. Nice.
James just like walked through.
How about we get some waters to
Where did
go,
everyone go?
and as for every block.
Teleportation circle.
No. For every block we go, I will prestidigitate that water to be whatever taste you want.
I don't want that. I want.
Let's try it. One water. One water. We're getting you a water and be like, what's your favorite fruit?
Strawberries.
Beer.
Nope, blueberry. Try it.
I didn't want blueberry.
Well, I'll try it though.
Is
You
it-
can only do blueberry.
That's the only flavor you know.
How about blueberry lemonade?
I don't want that.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Strawberry.
What about it fizzy? Make it fizzy.
I don't.
I like it tickles my snoot. Make it fizzy.
How about I tickle your snoot while you drink it? I don't think that's how prestidigitation works.
I don't want that.
I don't know if I can make bubbles.
Well,
Just
that's
take a straw.
stupid, and you should learn.
It's flavor based and it's magic.
She takes a sip. It's delicious. I want
Water.
snuggles.
What do you think?
Water.
Water flavored water.
Could you imagine
Water.
what? Yeah,
Flavored
I mean, we
water.
don't with fruit, but like, what about like
Cheeseburgers.
That
What?
would be
Frickles.
so fucking
Frickles.
gross.
The
My favorite
Cheeseburger,
flavor.
Cheeseburger water?
Oh, okay, maybe
God.
there is a bad idea.
Oh,
the
God.
bartender walks around and is like, did somebody say cheeseburger? And he brings you sliders of cheeseburgers.
Bass is like, yes! Starts eating these tiny cheeseburgers.
Because they were expecting a siege, so they had like all of this food stocked up, and they're like, "Well, now it's gonna go bad. We got to just give it away for free."
And not to the
We're
shanty town.
heroes!
Yeah, sure.
Somebody pays for it. It's like a courtesy of so-and-so. Cheeseburger!
Cheeseburger.
Yay!
I will just leave the rest of whatever we haven't spent from the gold from
Okay.
our business account.
All right.
You're gonna leave them
Just, like,
19
on the bar.
gold.
Well, we
Okay.
also we also bought beers and stuff.
We
So,
spent 20 gold worth of beers and snackies.
And the bartender's like, would you like to just pay for everybody's rounds for the rest of the night with this? Would you want that? Or do you want us just to keep it and pocket it?
Split space.
Yes.
Okay. The next 3 rounds are on these guys! Everyone cheers
Yay!
and hooray!
Baz has her little slider in her hand. Yay! Yay!
Dipping it in her beer.
Yes!
Switch up for the water.
You should make her water taste like beer.
Yeah!
There you go.
Hey, there's a taqueria next door.
Oh
and
shit! Let's go there.
they're handing out.
I'll
They're handing out free
I'll bust up.
all the money. Just that's all the money you guys have. They're handing out free celebratory
Margaritas.
battle-winning street tacos.
Yes!
And you guys can grab on your way out.
Can you describe them?
Yes. Paint us
Just
a word
did.
picture.
Celebratory battle winning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tacos.
That's what happened.
So they won the taco food truck competition.
Sure.
Yeah.
You guys beat the orcs back, and everyone's celebrating for the fact that they're not all getting killed. And
It's a special porco.
Torco.
There is a lot
It's
of
Orco.
With
Orc.
no real
it's orc.
orc
Orc.
tacos.
there's a lot of
What
orc
about
meat
purple orcs?
out there that's just gonna
I said
go. There's a lot of orc meat out there that's gonna go bad if they don't use it.
Yeah.
Gross.
Amy.
That's what a lot of the work is doing, is getting all of the bodies out of there as
Sure.
well. So
I mean, I'd help with that.
you know with that.
Well, I'll keep wrangling the cats.
All right, are you gonna pretty much stay there through the night and just continue
Doing
working?
Probably.
There's enough work to be done
Yeah.
all through the night. You
Yeah.
can gain a level of exhaustion, or you can
We can stop
go back.
Are they gonna take a level of exhaustion?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, I think I would work. I wouldn't want to take a level of exhaustion. I would work for a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got men. They have the army. The
Yeah.
army is here. They lost almost no one.
Yeah.
And so they're here to help clean up everything. So
I'll make a
it's only about
donation to the food
Okay.
bank, bread line, whatever.
Okay. They say we appreciate it. This is all getting paid for by the crown. No one's fronting this part from the treasury.
Okay.
But if you wanted to donate to the churches, you can do that. They say.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll toss a
Coin to
couple,
the-
couple
the
of
crown
gold
is
to each of the.
Done funding it, you know.
Okay. We'll call it six different churches are down there. So
Sure.
12 gold off.
Sounds good.
And you get advantage on your next religion check that you do if
Have
that
the
comes
gods
up in the
favor.
next.
Highlight that maybe.
Who knows how long.
I am not proficient, so that's good.
Nice.
Or you know what? Instead, just get inspiration.
I already have it, so that sounds good.
Thanks,
though.
Grant,
I appreciate your
grant
help.
someone inspiration. I don't know.
I have some.
I am proficient at rolling.
I don't.
You have inspiration now. Suddenly,
Oh.
divinely
There you go.
inspired. It reflects off of my silver.
Baz is
dome.
like, I feel so inspired.
For doing good and following your character's
You sure you don't have to
motivations
throw up
as
or
well as
pee?
your,
I'm so sure. I'm doing so good.
Okay.
I'll take a cheesy friend.
Okay, as long as things are going in and not out.
I have to be eventually. When are we going home?
As soon as we get up
right
there.
now.
Baz is simply just like the kid in the car that's like, are we there yet?
All right, you are currently walking through the
Shadow
streets.
stepping.
Are we there yet? Are we
You're,
there yet?
you're currently walking through the streets with a bag of tacos, kind of eating them
Yes!
as you go.
This is my dream life.
Back up
Just
to
doing
the.
it right now.
I'm very hungry.
That
Back up to the castle, or to camp out next to Phyllis's
Are
bakery.
you going to camp out?
No, I think we decided.
I was
Going
convinced not to. By being distracted.
Does he need to make with tacos?
I mean,
Yeah! How would they not be distracting?
No,
They
I
would
think
be.
Dimian just gives us
I'm
a
very
taco
good at
every
persuasion, so.
2 blocks.
Yeah, every
Yes.
2 blocks he's like, I have another taco!
He just mage hands a taco in front of you.
It's just
okay,
like
so
a
carrot,
dog.
tacos.
carrot on
You know
sticks.
that? There's an Instagram reel where it's like a guy leaving tacos and then the dog is eating them and he's like, Sadie, stop that! I'm trying to find you a mom! That's us!
Oh,
we're following the line of
I
tacos.
see.
Sadie, stop eating those. I'm trying to find you a mom.
All right. Okay, you make your way drunken disorderly way, back to the castle. You run into Gyrus on your way back. Surprisingly,
Baz
You are all
sometimes
being very loud.
You're loud.
No.
Baz
I
suddenly
know.
gets
Volume
very
maker
sneaky and it
things.
like shadow steps around and then Dimian's like, where's Baz?
There are a lot of people who are probably
make
trying
a
to sleep
dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
as you stumble around.
But did they save the city?
Possibly. Yes.
18.
Okay.
Dex, I have a +9. My Dex is +9. It's fine. Sneaky boots.
Uh-huh. No more poofy, otherwise no more taco.
Beldar catches up with you.
Hello.
Snatch it real quick.
And is just kind of walking sort of behind you.
Okay.
He's charged to
What's
watch
up?
over.
Give him
her.
a taco.
He like thanks.
Eats it and he loves
He
it.
does eat it.
He
does
eats
love
it and he loves it. He does that.
Yeah, he absolutely does.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
Okay.
you make it to the castle barely, apparently.
Apparently, eventually.
The two of you, why don't you make one last Constitution saving throw to see if you keep down all of this greasy, delicious food?
Fuck.
Probably not.
An 8.
Oh no!
The castle staff are like, God damn it.
You're still on the streets, luckily.
Okay.
Who was the shrimps?
It's both. It's both.
12!
Okay, you are able to barely. Like, it comes up, but you're able to and swallow it back down.
Like, that's gross.
But you, unfortunately, as you're
Toss
bouncing
my
around,
cookies.
doing your shadow steps up and down, like on top of the buildings and around, you get a little dizzy and like, oh no.
Oh no.
You immediately go pale, go into an alleyway, and
Wait, can I boot and rally?
Splashy Chunky.
Gross.
Shrimp
comes
all
out
over again.
Can I rally and then have another taco?
Roll
yeah,
for it, yes.
I mean, no, you do. Yeah,
Nope.
absolutely.
No, I don't.
Okay.
It might be a little green.
All right, you're still a little queasy then.
Okay, that seems reasonable considering everything I've eaten.
You make it to the castle lounge.
Drink.
Walking up,
More drinks.
no, not that kind of lounge.
Damn it!
There are fainting sofas everywhere. Yeah, swooning couches.
Where are my drinks?
Bring me my beverages.
The tacos are gone!
Yeah, again, we don't know where the line of Baz ends and Shannon begins.
Making it up to your floor where your guest rooms are, Beldar assesses you all and says, we'll talk tomorrow.
No.
We'll talk to.
My
Would you
God.
rather talk to now?
Yes.
Always. I'm feeling loosey-goosey belly.
It would be better to speak
I'd like
tomorrow.
to talk to you tomorrow.
That'd be fair.
All right, I'll come gather you. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Hope that was a good taco, bro.
Love you, bye!
He walks away.
Do,
All right.
Are the ladies able to make it to their beds on their own?
They do.
Okay.
I mean, you're
Some of us are shadow
You're
stepping.
essentially attended. You're attended to the second you make it up to to the second floor.
Okay.
The first floor is very sort of
Public access.
yeah. It's very much like that. Once you get to the second floor, you essentially have an attendant with you all the time.
Okay.
For your benefit.
If Gyrus needs to be mom, I mean,
I think I'll be okay,
he can
Ren.
like, have the cloth. And
You walk with them and make sure that they make it into their rooms,
fine.
and you make sure that they're safe.
I'm the sneakiest.
I'm aware. Yes. The more you tell people, the sneakier you are.
Very sneaky.
She poofs down the hallway.
Get,
poof.
Nope, your Ruben's right here.
Nope, this one.
Oh,
this
poop
one.
back. Okay.
This
good
dark
night.
room.
Your head hits the pillow, and you are
Out like a
Out.
light.
as is Willow.
Mm-hmm.
You can have your meditation.
Power down,
You have your normal rest, and everyone has a long rest. Mark your sheets if you need to.
Mark your sheets.
Make one more Constitution saving throws as you hear a knock at your door that's uncomfortably loud, given the headache that you have.
7.
Is it my conscience because I'm vegetarian and I just had a taco?
What if it was a mushroom?
11.
Okay. You are not queasy. You are hungover. You are queasy. You have a queasy hangover, unfortunately,
It's every hangover in my life, baby.
which is, a bummer.
a huge bummer.
Because a non-queasy hangover can be satisfied with a nice breakfast sometimes, but you're in a situation like the idea of eggs makes you like nauseous.
It's like being pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know
Yeah.
that.
You are told that Beldar Hirsch has requested your meeting in an area of the castle that is private in the next 90 minutes or so, and they ask if you would like to have any food or drink or anything brought to you.
Yes.
You have running warm water as a shower, just like the hotel was, if you recall. So you can take showers.
Thank God.
And if you'd like any breakfast, they can bring it up to you.
As one's dry toast.
Eggs Benedict.
She just
Coffee.
Very good.
Coffee.
Juice. Mimosas.
Hair of the
I
dog.
also want a mimosa. As is like maybe they'll want me.
Okay. All of those things are brought to you post haste.
I just stay drunk. Never get hungover.
dry toast and 4 rotisserie chickens.
4 fried chicken.
All right, the two of you. I don't know.
It's a movie.
It's Blues Brothers.
Blues Brothers.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Jake Elwood.
Okay, you get yourself as put together as possible after a night of frivolity, and go to this room, where Beldar is. The view is of the ocean. It's sort of like a conference room, if you might think of like a long table with many chairs, just a place for that you can have a conversation outside in one's view. Says, well, thanks for making it over here. Hopefully you didn't have to crawl through the hallways. You were rather over the shelf, however you might put it.
No,
Oh, right.
You shadow stepped with
Yeah.
a certain amount of accuracy.
With like super accuracy, Dyrus.
By order
Stop yelling.
of the crown.
Stop yelling.
All right. Well, there's something that I wanted to say to you. To you two especially.
We love you too.
Sure.
Oh, Willow, you're making progress.
And so,
Just to the men, especially. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Okay, Belnar.
you'll see why.
Oh. Judging a book by its cover.
As
Yes, for sure. Look at him.
as I was lying there, having been cleaved in two by those fell beasts, dying in the street, something happened to me. I was drifting. What is funny?
Something happened. Yeah, your arm got cut off.
Sure.
Sorry, Dyrus was just like, yeah, duh.
We're all sorry.
Sorry.
So something came over me as I was getting cold, as I was bleeding out. I had a vision. A vision of my mom holding me in her arms as a wee babe. I could see her face. There was so much love and hope. She looking down at this innocent child. It was almost hard to look at. Looking at such a pure thing compared to what I am now. It's hard to sort of see the path between such a wonderful thing to where I am. And, well, anyway. Then I saw myself a little bit older in the orphanage next to the other orphans and the bastard children. And that childish glow of a 4 or 5-year-old, say, before the innocence has been taken from him, was still there. And I remember it was a vision of me being bullied by one of the bigger kids, taking whatever I was playing with and pushing me down, punching me in the face. And I just hated that kid so much, and I felt so sorry for the little 4-year-old because he couldn't defend himself. And then a vision of myself when I was a bit older, and that glow is just gone completely. The innocence had been taken from me too soon, as it does for many children that aren't protected by the parents that they should have had. Anyway, what I've come to think about and my current situation was that I was on a path of destruction and chaos and sin and all manner of problematic behavior, and then I was dying, and this happened to me. But you wouldn't let me die. You fed me a healing potion, and then you cured me of my lingering injuries. So I wanted to sincerely, with the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. That's why I was addressing these two specifically, because they brought me back.
That makes sense.
And
Less salty now.
you're the first to know that I'll be hanging up my my sword. I've made quite a lot of money that I still have after not boozing and whoring and gambling the rest of it away. But I've got a significant bit of money, and I'm going to be opening sort of a kind of like an orphanage, but not like they're run right now. I want to try and preserve the innocence in some kids who would otherwise be taking their innocence from them without their choosing. And so I'll be leaving the city to find a spot to do that. But I wanted to say thank you for showing me and bringing me back, because I feel like I could try and do some good. Not for me, but for those poor kids that I just want to do what I could to not have other kids turn out the way I did. I felt like I needed to get that off my chest. So I'll be resigning shortly to my brass, and I'll be heading out. That's all I wanted to say. So appreciate it, and felt like it had to be said. And he stands up and turns around and begins to walk away.
You are very welcome, and your choice is perhaps the most noble that one could make.
Appreciate it, Jarvis.
Do you know where you will be going?
I'm not sure. I don't really know what I'm doing. I just have an idea. So I might talk to some of the churches and see if they've got a spot that's underserved, something like that. We'll see.
Well, I know a group of do-gooders who would be happy to, who are looking for good to do, if you are interested.
Well, I'll let you know if I need some help. I'm not sure what the plan is yet, but I just know what I'm going to do. What the overall plan is. But if I need some help, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Well, goodbye for now. Maybe we'll cross paths again.
So glad
I
we're
hope
friends.
so.
Bye.
I hope so.
As he's leaving, I'm gonna stand up, follow him out, and tap him.
He turns around.
Take off my glove, and usually my hand, the missing hand, is like kind of fiery and ethereal, and I'll make it more normal, but still transparent blue, and just be like, seems like something, reignited in you, so don't let the fire burn out. I'll put up my arm.
He grabs your hand and holds it for like an extra second and says, sorry for what I did. There's no excuses. Sorry. I'll probably be saying that every day for the rest of my life, but start now.
I mean, if I was being honest, I brought you back the first time to kill you, so,
It's a sentiment I understand.
But Gyros wouldn't have done it the second time. I would have myself. So, thank you.
Well, best of fortune for you. Sorry again. Good luck. And he walks off to go retire, essentially.
Wow.
And that's where we'll end
That
tonight's
is free.
session.
I love being free. Wow, that's...
We'll see how that goes.
Wow.
Time to wreak havoc.
That's where we'll end the session.
Sweet.
Ba,
They'll,
bell
walking off
daughters.
into the
Your
sunset.
5,000 candles in the wind.
All right. Well, until next time.
Till next week.
Next week, when
All
you'll
right.
get your next marching orders from Prince Olverith.
See you guys
Good
next
evening.
time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.